Moving on, the USDA has been investing funding in rural broadband in states across the country since 2018. Now it's Nebraska's turn. And that's good because if the pandemic has taught us anything, it's the need for better connectivity. Market Journal's Maddie McIntosh tells us more.
When you move into rural areas of the country, you tend to lose internet speed. The USDA is working to change that with the implementation of the ReConnect program.
President Trump had commissioned a Rural Prosperity Task Force, of which Secretary Sonny Perdue chaired that, and had all the heads of the departments. And as a result of that report, some of the things that were identified, and one of the key issues is connectivity, and being able to see in rural communities and throughout the nation how important that is for us to have prosperity in our communities.
In 2018, Congress allocated funding for ReConnect, as well as 5 other programs with the same goal. In order to be awarded funding, applicants must meet certain qualifications in a highly competitive field.
The application process, it's a funding opportunity announcement that's open up once a year, in this case, this year and the last year. It's usually open for a period of time, anywhere from 60 to 120 days. And during that time, they're putting together their financials, their design, basically everything that's required to take basically an area that doesn't have a telecommunications or broadband and design and fund and look at all the pro formas for that. And the applicant basically has the ability, likely, it could be any kind of a municipality, county, form of government, depending upon the state rules. Unfortunately, like Nebraska, it may prohibit them from providing that service. So likely the applicants, for the program, at least within Nebraska, is going to be likely a telecommunications company and or someone that's been in that business at least 2 years successfully. The one thing, the build-out requirements for the program itself have to be at least to be able to provide 25 megabytes per second down in speed and 3 megabytes up in speed.
The first Nebraska awards are already planning construction for this year and 2022. As ag production becomes more and more technologically innovative, it's important the connection is present and usable in the community.
And what we're seeing in a lot of different communities on the ag environment is so much more technology is being available. And in ag production, sometimes in rural areas what's the demand in order for you to extend that service? So there's a challenge with carriers to find out what that is. And some of the terminology that is changing is now looking at, instead of customer density, looking at data density.
In the end, this program will have a lasting impact and help rural communities thrive.
Very excited to get the funds out there, to let the companies that apply for it and successful, to provide the connectivity to those individuals, farmers and ranchers out there.
And it's the people, it's the communities and their can-do attitude to get things done. And this, for me, coming from my background and experience, this is the number one thing that we need in order to compete in a global environment, is to be able to be connected. So it takes a lot of effort from a lot of different people to be successful, and I am excited that as Nebraskans, we're going to get it done.
Reporting for Market Journal, I'm Maddie McIntosh.